Yo, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to another live case study with someone in ABC that, I actually ended up helping, more like working together. But I really want to jump into this guy specifically. It's my boy Wong. Really want to dive into his journey. I mean, his experience, the results he's got, how he overcame the things that were holding him back before actually coming in here. And yeah, first of all, Trong, introduce yourself. What's your name? Where you from? What life actually looked like for you before you jumped into ABC.
Yeah, so my name is Chawong. I'm from Brisbane and I was doing a disability job while doing a degree and playing football. So yeah, my life was pretty hectic, but I wouldn't complain about it. And yeah, making good money and disability, anyone does disability, it's pretty good money and doing a uni degree.
Okay, well, disability, good money. Why didn't you actually see yourself continuing to play that job out?
Yeah, man. So pretty much doing disability, like you're trading, I guess, your time for money. Like, even though it's good money, you're still trading your time for money. And I couldn't really see myself retiring my parents doing that job. I mean, it wasn't even enough to retire me, let alone my parents.
Mm.
So even though, I was getting paid one of the highest salaries in Australia for what I was doing, like, I mean, it just wasn't enough, man.
Mm. Yeah, okay, I understand that. But you said you're doing uni as well. Is that right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, okay. What sort of made you want to, step away from uni? How far into uni were you?
Yeah, so I was in my last year of uni.
Okay, you kind of walk me through that. Like you were nearly finished and you actually stood away from that.
Yeah, so pretty much with the uni, yeah, I was nearly finished, but just thinking about it, like I was doing a degree that wasn't really guaranteed a job. So I was putting all this time and effort into something that wasn't even going to guarantee me a job. And even if I was going to get a job, like it was going to take me like 5, 10 years to go up the chains and make more money. So it was just like a really long journey. And by that time, like my parents would already, I guess, nearly be retired themselves. So, I mean, it's just not where I wanted to be headed.
So was it like that third year that sort of made you feel this way? Like, did you come to a realization or something, or were you feeling this way like a long way, bro? Kind of walk us through that as well.
Yeah, so I guess I was kind of feeling it beforehand, but I guess I was pretty comfortable with what I was doing. The work was paying good and the degree was there. Like I felt like I was progressing in life, and that's what it felt like. So I knew I didn't want to really go into business, but I mean, or even marketing because that's what I was studying, management and marketing. But I always felt like I was progressing in life. So I guess I just got a bit comfortable. Yeah, and obviously, going into business, I mean, you're learning from people who's never owned a business. You're learning from people who study a teaching degree to teach businesses that they've never owned. So it's like looking at that, I mean, looking at their cars, you're like, am I really going to be able to succeed from learning from these type of people? Like, no offense, but you know what I mean?
I understand, but like just to sort of be clear, how long would you say, like if you were to put like a time frame to it, that you've actually been feeling this way? How far like into uni? What did that whole situation kind of look like for you?
Yeah, I guess even when I started, so I originally wanted to do aviation. So it's a little bit different. Wanted to fly planes, but then once again, it wasn't going to retire my parents. So I just thought, look, let's do a business degree. Who knows where life's going to lead us? I was pretty lazy. So, I mean, no offense to business degree, but it's pretty easy. So, yeah, I was pretty lazy and I was very complacent. So I just went into that business degree, you know, where life will take us. And pretty much from the moment I did start that degree, I already kind of knew like realistically, is this gonna get me somewhere? But I just wanted to just keep progressing in life. Like if I was just working disability, I mean, I'd just be working around, not really progressing. So going into uni, it gave me that, I guess you could say like mental masturbation. Like I'm doing something with my life, but yeah.
Mm. Yeah, no, I understand, bro. And you even said you were feeling this way for, fuck, I think it was like a few years.
Yeah,
That was
man.
obviously a while before actually transitioning into ABC. So what about like that little time gap, bro? First year, the second year, did you actually try anything, else? Something online, maybe another job to sort of change the situation, put yourself in a better spot?
Yeah, so I actually looked into things like crypto, SaaS, just like the business models, man. And I looked into, giving those a crack, seeing where that would get me. And to be honest, it didn't get me too far. Like with crypto, like yeah, I made a few $100, a few $1,000, but it was really just putting your money in and just hoping. Like, yeah, you can do research on it, yeah, you can do day trading, but I never end up going to that point. And with SaaS, it's like it's a business model, but I didn't even know how to fucking sell. I didn't know how to market, so I was just kind of hoping, and obviously that didn't end too well. And then I also tried drop shipping, I mean, you're seeing drop shipping everywhere, man. Like, so I even got up a store, got a few products up, did a bunch of ads, and I mean, once again, it just didn't really get me anywhere.
Okay, bro, so we're trying crypto, we're trying fucking SaaS, we're trying something else, right? What was it?
Drop shipping.
Drop shipping, all of these things at once. But why do you feel like, you got the outcome that you actually got?
Yeah, man. Maybe. I was just trying everything at once. Like, I was trying everything but not really committing, putting my eggs in a bunch of different baskets, just really hoping.
Mm.
And yeah, I guess that's why I never really succeeded because once again, I was just hoping, right?
Just like juggling too many things at once.
Exactly, man, exactly.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I always say like, even if you're trying like two different things at once, right? How are you supposed to give one, you're 100% and the other, you're 100% at the same time? That way you're always just juggling, giving both 50-50. But when you're trying like three, four different things, yeah, I kind of see why you actually did get that outcome. But yeah, no, so I guess moving forward, we ended up finding one thing to actually target. And that was, well, I mean, it was ABC, right? So talk about your journey, bro. Like, how long have you actually been at ABC for?
Yeah, man. So I'm coming up to my fourth month now. So not too long, but yeah, I was pretty much searching around and once again, like I said earlier, I didn't really have the skills. I was just hoping. So I just got to a point where, I was about to give up, about to just finish my business degree and I mean just settle for a regular 9 to 5. But then I realized, look, why don't I actually try to learn the skills instead of just trying these business models, all these different things? Why not just learn the skills? And that's where I was looked around, saw ABC, and I mean hopped on a call, and now we're here, man. So yeah, being inside ABC it was definitely good. They teach you literally A to Z what you need to learn. There's so many ways to, ask questions because you're bound to have questions, right? And that's where the mentorship comes in, you just ask them questions, they answer, and you just keep going, man. You just keep going. And I mean, on top of that, like I wouldn't say like my friend group, like it was bad, but I mean, everyone just settled to be a tradie or went to uni. So no one really like had those big goals of doing the things that I thought I wanted to do. So having the community in here as well, like-minded people, everyone wants the same. Everyone wants to make money for different reasons, but everyone wants to make money, and that's what really, I guess, skyrocketed my progress.
Mm. Have you ever heard the saying like we are who we hang around?
Nah, man, what does that mean?
Just like before, right? How we're hanging around with people who just wanted to do uni, who just wanted to go into a trade, who just wanted to, I don't know, fucking just work on a site for the rest of their life.
Mm,
We had stayed around those people. Realistically, do you think you would have ended up in that same position as them?
absolutely, man.
Yeah, well, what the saying actually means, right, is, you hang around five, oh, I shouldn't say it. You hang around like five drug dealers, right? You're going to be the sixth one. You hang around five millionaires, you're going to be the
Mm.
sixth one. You hang around five, jacked cunts with eight packs, you're going to be the sixth one. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Percent. And even going on to like back what you said before, you said you were just hoping you didn't have the skills. Talk about, why you actually transitioned from business models to actually learning a skill set.
Mm. So obviously, with every single business model, SaaS, drop shipping, even I think it's called SMMA,
Yeah.
you need skills, man. Like you're going into these things, you can start up an agency, you can make an Instagram account, sure. But how are you going to get clients? Marketing, right? You don't know how to market. Who the fuck are you going to draw in? If you can draw in anyone, are we just cold calling every day? That's what I was doing. It didn't really work. Then sales. Let's just say on the off chance you do somehow get someone to hop on a call with you, how are you going to close them? You don't even know what you're doing, man. You're just making shit up. And if you, I guess not, don't even have the conviction, man. in what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. How can you actually close someone? You don't have the sales skills.
Mm.
So in every business model, you need to know these skills. And that's what people aren't telling
Yeah,
you.
and not even just like online business models like SaaS, drop shipping, all of those things, even if you look at real life, like construction companies, what is it, plumbing, real estate, whatever you actually want to do. Every single business you can think of needs sales and marketing.
Mm,
If you want to make
absolutely.
money, you need to know how to actually sell something. Same with marketing. You need to know how to put what you're selling in front of people to actually, bring people in. And even like my experience, bro, I tried drop shipping. I tried trading for like 2, 3 months.
Mm,
I was just in like the demo phase, but realistically, it was just like educated gambling. I wanted to
mm,
learn like a skill set so that it could pay me for the rest of my life instead of just hoping and praying, just like yourself.
mm.
But even fast forward, like both of our experiences in the past, you're in here, you've been here for 4 months. Like, tell me about the journey, what that's actually looked like for you.
Absolutely, man. So obviously coming into here, you know, don't know too much about the space. Never really had anything like this before, but off from the get-go, man. I had a one-on-one call with one of the success specialists, and literally, man, he just created me a plan off the get-go, man. And obviously, he got to understand me, and he created it for me, so I would feel, I guess, comfortable, and it was tailored to me, right? So off the get-go, it was like an experience I never had before. From there, it was just going through the plan, man, and it just went like butter, bro. Like, it was a plan. It all depends on you, right? And I just put in the work, and I was able to land a role within my first 2 weeks. So 14 days, I landed a role.
That
Uh,
that
made a
setting,
bit of,
that
yeah, that
setting.
was appointment setting, yeah. So made a bit of money there while still doing everything. I mean, it didn't take long. It's like an hour or two a day, and yeah, you were able to make money for sure. But then I put my head down. I always knew that selling wasn't like the end goal for me. It is for some, but it just wasn't for me. And I thought I'd go into more of the sales side. And literally another 2 months down the line, I landed my first role in sales, and I mean, the rest is history.
Nah, good shit, bro. And you haven't posted content like at all, right?
Haven't posted any content.
Okay, easy. So we're in sales now. We've got a closing role. We're actually taking calls, right? Like, how long ago did you actually start closing? Was it a month ago, 2 months ago?
So yeah, about a month and a half ago. So
Yeah,
yeah, not too long ago.
what's
Mm.
that experience been like for you? Just like taking calls, closing.
Yeah, man, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. And I mean, I was able to quit my job pretty quickly, replace my full income. So now I work from home. I mean, I work from wherever I want, man. I can go on holiday, which I will be doing, and just making money from there, bro. So, I mean, life is good. Life is really good. You know, never had this experience before. Obviously, doing appointment setting, I was still going to work. I was still doing other stuff. And I mean, you can definitely do appointment setting full time, but I just didn't want to be glued to my phone 24/7. So, going into closing, sales, I mean, these are crucial, I guess, skills that you can take everywhere, right? So going into it, it was really amazing. And ever since I landed the role, bro, it's just been amazing.
Yeah, well, I mean, you quit your job now, right? But even before, when you were working in disability, you said you were getting good money, one of the
Mm.
highest, I mean, salaries for your country. You're getting paid, quite well. How much, were you making and how much did you actually need to be making to replace your income to actually quit and start doing this full time?
Yeah, man. So with disability, it was directly to my bank account. So it was like roughly like $60 an hour. So it was pretty good. And this was only like weekdays. Weekends would be, I think, like 110 per hour. So it's gone up now as well. It's $70 an hour as well. And I think Sunday's like 120 or something. So it's pretty crazy money. And I was working every weekend plus Thursday, so 4 days a week, sometimes five. And I was making pretty close to 10 grand a month just off disability.
Hmm.
So I was able to replace my income pretty quickly within the first, I'd like to say 2 weeks. And then, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love disability, bro. Like the clients I had, I built a really good like relationship with them, but there was too much money in this for me to continue doing that. But like I'm still in contact with them, but like I said, just had to kind of take that next step in my journey and go into this.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're one in a million, bro. 2 weeks is fucking crazy. I remember it took me 2 months. Like, it takes everyone like a different amount of time, right? But yeah,
Mm.
2 weeks is insane. And like after you did replace your income, we're taking calls now. I mean, what's like the plan for you moving forward?
I mean, we never know, right? But hopefully, just continue what I'm doing, really master these skills that I've already like started, I'm only 1% into my journey. That's how I like to see it. But I mean, if I'm able to replace my income with 1% into my journey, imagine when I'm 20%, 30%, 50%, like who knows, right? And hopefully next time this year, I'll be in Dubai, I'll be in my home, retired with my parents and living life, man.
So life's
Yeah,
good.
man.
Your life's good, right?
Yeah, man. Life's good.
Yeah, 100%. We replace that income in a position where we can travel. We're traveling soon. Oh, where actually are you going?
Oh, to your hometown, bro. I'm going to New Zealand soon for a ski trip. I haven't booked it yet, but you
Queenstown.
know, yeah, Queenstown. So, I mean, I want to just go skiing. I've had a really big paycheck last week, so I was like, fuck it. Let's take the family off holiday. You might know, damn, my parents, they deserve it. And I mean, I'll take them, I'll take my sister, I'll take the missus, and we'll go on a little ski trip. I mean, just a couple of days because I mean, if we go to Japan, I want to be there for like 3 weeks. So just a couple of days, close to ski hills near us, and yeah, we'll just go skiing and even take calls there.
Yeah, no, awesome, bro. Good to hear. Well, I guess, we're in a really good position now, but for the people, who are actually wanting to do this, the people who are, like the older version of yourself, what's one piece of advice, you would give them wanting to come
Mm,
here, but they're sort of just like on the fence about it?
mm. I mean, I guess it's a big jump. It is scary. Even for me, bro, I've never done anything like this before. But where is just waiting for that perfect opportunity? When is that really gonna come? Take that leap, bro. Put in the work, and you won't regret it, bro. And everyone, man, everyone I talk to, they just wish they started earlier. And it's just true, bro. I wish I started earlier. Imagine if I started this 3 years earlier, where I'd be right now. I'd probably be 20, 30% into my journey, already be in Dubai. I mean, I would be a lot younger as well. So, I mean, I'm not old yet, but I mean, I'd be like, what, 16, 17, something like that, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's the same with me as well, right? Like I'd seen all these videos. I think it was like 6 months, like oh no, 6 to 8 months, like in that gap, just
Mm.
constantly watching videos, and then I just scroll past it, right? Like, oh fuck, I really want to do that, and then like 2 minutes later, I'm just back to scrolling, back to going to sleep, back to my old job, and it's like one of the biggest regrets. I don't know, everyone's different, but I looked at it for that long, and now coming to like a realization,
Mm.
if I had started 6 to 8 months ago, you can't even put a picture as to like where you could be, right?
Exactly, man, because you'd just be that far much further ahead. But look, the best time to start was yesterday, so the next best time to start is today.
Mm, easy. Well, I guess we'll end it at that, bro. That's a fucking banger one-liner. Other than
Absolutely.
that, moving forward, yeah, it's been my boy Wayne. It's been Chawong. Oh, fucking. It's been your boy Chawong and Wayne, bro. Just like a live case study going how we actually helped him, his journey. And yeah, other than that, fucking catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
It is. That was gay as fuck.